Hello there. Hi. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We are going to do a collective and timeless reading. So, whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. But just keep in mind it's a general reading, so see which ideas, signs, and symbols resonate for you to help bring you some kind of clarity to whatever you're wondering and concerned, confused about. It could just broaden your perspective, show you something in a totally different light, or it could narrow your focus, show you something that you could be missing. But in the end, trust yourself. Trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. The answers come from within, the clarity comes from there. Always do try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that you can make sound decisions that are always based in love. Love for the highest and the greatest good of everybody, all of us, so we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. And I just went to my shelves and looked through all my decks and just kind of chose randomly. So I like to pull out different decks of cards because I feel like they each have different messages. So let's see what comes through for the collective. We're going to start with the whispers. We're going to start with a whisper. Whispers of love. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. Message of love. How can they attract more love into their lives? With rest and relaxation, it's essential. So it starts by self-care, getting your battery recharged, doing something nice for you. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. I hear running on empty, so maybe some of you are working a lot, working very hard. You got a lot to do. Here, time is the essence, or I'm getting like almost like frustrated energy now, like aggravated that you need to get something done. You have to finish something, maybe a project. Like it's like when you're doing something, but you have that feeling in the back of your mind, or like sitting on your shoulders, that you still have that thing you have to do. It's like a little aggravating thing that you got to get that done. You got to get that done. But maybe that will get done. It will. I hear procrastination as well. So maybe this is something you can help for future if you tend to procrastinate something and put it to the last minute, so then you're all stressed out. Maybe it's just getting that done first. Just get it out of the way. Get it done, and then you'll feel more relaxed and like you have more time later to do other things. If you are just running on empty, it could be a schedule thing, what you're dealing with, a situation. You still have to care for yourself. You have to fill up your own cup. You have to charge your battery. You have to give yourself appropriate time to sleep, to rest, even if you got to take a nap, power nap. That could do wonders. So even if you got to set your phone, give yourself a 20-minute like little snooze fest on the couch, in a chair, in your car, whatever. It can be enough juice to help restore your battery and get you running smoothly again. She looks so relaxed. It looks like a mermaid too. And it looks like there's Triton here. Triton, a conch shell, his trident, and dolphins. When I see the trident, it's hard to see, of Triton, I think of a tuning fork and how sound like travels well in water. And when I think of the tuning fork, I think of hertz and frequency. So maybe something to help you sleep or rest is binary beats, maybe some Chopin, something that like stimulates the parts of the brain to help you relax. relax. It could just be putting on some classical music or something like that while you work. Let's get clarity. It's at the bottom. Number 19, express love through gifts. What is this number? This is number 42. And express love through gifts. Giving a small token to somebody expresses you love them. So maybe that could be like part of your love language is gift giving. Like you just really like to show people that you think about them and you thought of something personal for them. I don't think this is a big gift, although this guy has a pretty big ass pearl. But maybe it's just something, a little appreciation to somebody that you've been thinking about. It could just be a card, maybe flowers, could be something you make. But I do feel like it's something personal, like you thought about. So there's thought that went into this. And that's what's going to be more meaningful and valuable than how much money you spent on something. But I mean, maybe there is something that could be like, very nice that you want to give. So I don't think money is the issue or what it's saying here. It's the thought and the part of it that's personal. I'm getting just giving away lottery tickets too. Like if you buy a little lotto, a little scratch off, maybe just give a couple away. Maybe give one to the person helping you out in the store. I see a doorman now. Maybe something for if you live in a city, you have a doorman. They do so much for you in your building. Maybe it's just not a Christmas bonus thing. It's just a random because I thought of you. Now I see a slice of pizza. So maybe somebody just needs a nice slice of pizza. You just get 2 instead of 1. And here you go. I brought you a slice of pizza. So whatever it is, when that thought comes to you and you just think you can do a little something that could maybe just bring a little sunshine, since this is the 19, into somebody's day, do it. Pass that love along. All right, we're going to go from soft to rebellious. So this is called the Sacred Rebels Oracle. I also haven't used this deck in a very long time. The pictures in this are really pretty though. All right, let's get clarity on expressing love through gifts. This could also be the other way. And somebody is thinking about giving you a little token of appreciation. They were just thinking of you. Like they made you something, or you had a conversation in the past about something weird or specific, and they wanted to get you something because they know you'd like this thing. When people go away, sometimes they ask me what they can bring, and I always tell them to just find me a rock, like from the place they are, so I have that energy, and like just bring me a rock. So maybe it's something silly, like it could be a pearl or a rock or a stone, something special to who you're speaking with or who is speaking to you. Clarity for the collective. Rest, relaxation, essential. That makes me think of essential oils. Maybe you're working with essential oils. Maybe like a misting machine will be nice. I mean, smell is very powerful. Smell and music trigger the same part of the brain as memory. So maybe smell. And follow your own rhythm. Okay. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful card. But the first thing I thought of when I saw this card is it the movie Superstar? And I go weird, guys, but this is what popped in my head like in an instant, is where she does this thing, and she's like, and sometimes when I get really nervous and I put my hands, and then she goes like that, she smells her armpits. So maybe somebody has a very particular body odor that is like sexy to you, or maybe it's changing your deodorant, getting something like natural or a fun scent. I'm just smelling like you know, pheromones, but I don't feel like it's a bad smell. I'm getting like it's a good thing. So even if somebody's like a stinky puss coming home from the gym, but you're into them, you could still really like that smell. So that being said, this is dancing, following your own rhythm, being you, doing something your way. Maybe if Chopin is not your music, you need to put on some Bob Marley or maybe some salsa, whatever your rhythm is, whatever your particular flair on doing something is. Um, I feel like she's lost in the moment. Um, what are they, the Sufi dancers? Is that right? The dancers that spin and mimic planets or something, and then they get into a meditation by movement. That's what I just kind of saw with that skirt moving. What's at the bottom? Dream a beautiful dream. I just thought, dream a little dream of me. I see the seed of life here. And it's all around the world. It's almost like a lotus. It's sacred geometry here. So maybe you are researching or watching videos or making some videos so others can have information. I see somebody like going to different parts of the world and like showing mysteries and megaliths and ancient structures and cathedrals and mysterious places. Because when I look at this from far away, it looks like the chakras of the earth. So that makes me think of like the Great Pyramids and um, uh, maybe Stonehenge, Mount Shasta. So energetic points of the earth. Now I just thought of Coral Castle with Ed Leescallen. If you don't know about Coral Castle, I'm going to be your little muse to go do some rabbit hole research on that because it's so amazing. It's down in Florida. This little guy on his own, and they kind of he left his secrets of the universe formula. He built this castle and he was like 90 something pounds a long, long, long time ago. No one knows quite how he did it. But I do think he started to build the castle at one point and then found that wasn't exactly the right point of the earth to build it and moved it a certain amount of miles away. So earth and places on the earth do have frequency and energy. So maybe that's something you're studying. I also feel like that has something to do with sound and magnets and earth energies. So let's move along. I like when weird stuff comes through. All right, I have a tarot deck I've never used again. This is called the 78 Stories. That's kind of interesting, but the pictures are a little bit more modern. So let's get clarity on, oh, I didn't even talk about this card, Dreaming a Beautiful Dream. Maybe you're having very vivid dreams lately, and starting a dream journal is you're going to see patterns, or I just heard prophecy. Maybe some of you have prophetic dreams. That's amazing if you do. That's very, very powerful. You can foresee something. Maybe you know how to interpret dreams. But it all starts with writing it down so you can see it in front of you. It's kind of hard to write like in the middle of the night or the morning when you're all groggy, so maybe you have to talk into something, translate it down later. You have to do it when it's fresh or it kind of just fizzles away and then you only have little parts of it later. Maybe some of you are doing dream work, like astral travel, lucid dreaming. You can learn how to do that. You can get better and better. I think it starts by really looking at your hand, knowing how your hand looks. And then one thing you can do in the dream is if you kind of become half conscious that you're dreaming, you can look at your hand and see if it really looks like your hand or if it's wackadoo. Or maybe it's just having a new vision, a new dream in this world. Starting to see it manifest. Clarity for the collective. Let's start with one card. Overall energy to help attract, invite, and exude love. And you have the Six of Coins. So this is another gift. The gift energy is coming through strong, guys. So, I mean, here this guy is walking by and putting money into into charity. It's like in a grocery store. So sometimes you are the one who receives something, and it's about having gratitude, allowing help to come through if you need it or if it's offered. This doesn't have to be monetary. It could be helpful advice. Somebody giving their time or their attention, their expertise, perhaps. And then sometimes you're the one doing the giving, and you just know in that moment when the time is right. Sometimes it takes some planning, but I do feel like this could be on either side when this comes through, but you have to pay attention to the reciprocal energy. So if there is somebody giving too much, it's time to give to yourself, to allow somebody else some space to come through. And if it was the reverse, you know, if you're always on the receiving end and somebody else is kind of always giving to you, maybe you can show your appreciation, give back some of that energy somehow. Rose. Six of Coins. Let's get clarity on the Six of Coins. Clarity on gifts, giving, balance of energy back and forth, balance of time. Maybe donating to a charity. You're a fund. Maybe starting a fund for somebody. That can be like a GoFundMe or something like that. You find out about somebody that needs a little help. Maybe you do the work and get something moving. I hope somebody can do that for somebody. That's really cool. If somebody's going through something, maybe they just don't know that that's available, and there are a lot of people that could help in that situation. So maybe you can do the coordination on that. That just gave me chills. So I hope that that's something that somebody can help somebody out there with. Clarity on the Six of Coins. What is this? The moon. The moon. Getting your flashlight out. This is cool. I think there was a video where I mentioned the scorpions in the middle of the dark. So maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio. Although I don't normally see that energy with the moon. I generally think of Pisces. But scorpions glow in the dark. So maybe something was there all along and you got the right flashlight. You have the right energy. You know, it's like ultraviolet light, I think, shows the glowing creatures. See it down there? And it's like you're shining a light on something that was gated. It was closed off. It was shut. You can't get through. Maybe you're just seeing how you can't get through something right now. You need to come back when they're awake and, you know, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, give somebody a phone call. This could be something mysterious, something in the dark. It's learning to see in the dark, trusting your intuition. But it's finding out that those shadows aren't as scary as you think when you shine a light on it. I mean, maybe the actual scorpion is, but you know how to ignore the scary stuff. But it's a big ass scorpion, which I think they're less poisonous than the tiny ones. And there's like eyes in the trees here. Just the eyes. You don't see anything else. So it could be eyes of an owl, eyes of a raccoon. You don't really know what something is because you can't quite see it. Do you see those eyes up there? Let's get clarity on the moon. Mystery. you're being mysterious or somebody else is. Maybe you just have to wait till daytime to do something. Wait till the opportunity presents itself. Wait till that gate is open. Clarity on the moon. And the 6 of coins. The 5 of swords. Ooh. All right. So it looks like you just lost a video game. I mean, that doesn't look so bad. Maybe somebody's a sore loser. Yeah, it looks like this person has like literally like, ha, I won every game. It's like they have the marks right here, how many times they won that video game, and this person like tries every time and it just not working. Now maybe that's a frustrated energy. There's just a random pair of jeans on the ground. He got so frustrated he had to take off his pants and do the video game in his skivvies, thinking that might help. Maybe if it was maybe more comfortable, I'll win this video game. But it is sometimes being a sore loser. Somebody wants to win and they don't really care if somebody else fails. So let's get more clarity on that. That could be somebody around you. They don't have that compassion to consider the other person. Maybe I'm just getting that you need to teach somebody something so they can do it better. Or maybe it just comes with practice. Or maybe that's just not your game. Maybe you need to put in a different game. Maybe it's not a car racing game that's for you. It's Zelda. Or it's, you know, some kind of sport. Or it's Tetris. You can tell how old I am. The games I think of. I had like the original Nintendo, guys. The one where when it didn't work, you had to take out the cartridge and like blow on it. Like bang the thing a little bit and then it'd go on every time. So, all right, let's continue. Let's see who's a sore loser. Maybe that was you. Maybe you just kind of frustrated. You were always like losing out. Or this could also be like differences of opinion. It could also be like negative thoughts in your head. Maybe you just need to, it just made me think of like archery or maybe even golf. Maybe you just have to actually envision, you know, the arrow hitting the target, like it's just going to hit, or that ball going in the hole, it's just going to go in. And maybe like it starts with up here, having that positive mindset, like it's just going to go in the hole. And then your body or your actions, you know, or everything will follow and help move that along more smooth. So maybe it starts with a mindset. Clarity on the 6 of coins, the 5 of swords, and the moon, please. And we have the Page of Wands. So this could be a message that comes through. What is this? You're doing a new project. You're doing a new project and you're making like a storyboard. You're putting ideas together. You're seeing how things, so this could be at work. Work, business. I even see somebody like, I'm getting gifts, going back to that. So maybe having like different gifts, or I'm getting like organizing something, like go to this business and have them donate something over here. And then you have that and you see it all in front of you and where it should go. Like a charity or an auction or something like that. But the Page of Wands is excited. He is passionate, or she, about whatever message is coming through. They have that fire. Sometimes they need to continue the project so they don't get bored. You know, if something's not working and you know, people keep saying no, continue on, put more energy in it. Don't fizzle away. If that idea is amazing, if this idea is going to help people, if it's going to support somebody or bring some happiness into somebody's world. Don't get frustrated if you get no's or something's not working in the beginning or somebody wasn't home, because you do have somebody that wants to give. So let's get another card. Clarity on the Page of Wands. It could also be a fire sign. Sometimes it's like a younger child. It's like they want to play the violin. I'm going to play the violin. It's so awesome. And then they get a violin and they pick it up and realize how hard it is to hit the E string. And their arm is a little bit tired and it doesn't sound like how they heard. And maybe they don't want to play anymore. Don't give up is what I'm getting with that. Don't give up. keep on practicing. I hear keep on inspiring, or keep like encouraging somebody. And you have the Empress. Nice. So the Empress is like all of the queens put together. She's a big, divine, feminine, beautiful energy. She's got it all. She's got it all. She has everything she needs, all the contacts to do something, all the tools, all the talents. She is the ultimate mother. Here, it looks like she's a mom to be. So maybe that's for some of you or somebody that you know. This could also be a mom or a grandmother. Somebody else you know. She's sitting on the chair with the cat. But when you see, the pregnancy, even if you're a guy or you're not starting a family or anything like that, it's birthing something. So it's something that's, in the incubation stage. It's still like being formed, and it will be birthed, and then it will be taken care of and attended to. So it could be a new job, it could be a new project, it could be a new relationship. But whatever it is, it's going to be long lasting because the Empress sticks around to see it through. It's Venus energy. Allowance, allowing something to be. I just see a lot of luxury here. She does look like she's resting, so maybe some of you do need to take a break, take a rest. Clarity on the Empress. Judgment. Interesting. So maybe, if you go the other way, if she's upside down, she could be judgmental or think that it, like, her way of having all this lavish stuff is the only way. I don't generally get that from the Empress. She looks happy, and she does have jewelry and her phone and a book and tea and cakes and crumpets and stuff here. So it could be something that somebody, if they're upside down, that I'm getting snooty. Maybe they're a little snooty. So different stories for different people. So maybe it's releasing that judgment. Your way isn't the only way, even if you're the Empress. Even if you're the Empress and one way worked, it could not work in the future. This is such a cute judgment card. It looks like the host of a show. The first thing I saw here is a comedian. So I used to work at one point, many moons ago, moons, in New York City at a comedy club. And there were all kind of really famous comedians. I'm not going to drop any celebrity names, but I know many came in. And a lot of times they would come in to practice their brand new acts so they could be in front of an audience that didn't expect them there. It wasn't, they're not there because of the big name. So you saw people at the birthing of their new jokes. And then sometimes you'd see them later and how they got better. And then how it became an act. Sometimes you saw comedians that wrote something and their way of writing something and delivering it was amazing. And then their person that they wrote the jokes actually for tried to deliver it and it just wasn't delivered the same way. And then sometimes you see somebody that gets up there and just doesn't get a laugh, like not one laugh. It's just crickets. It's very uncomfortable. But they always get up and do it again. Comedians tend to have a really, really good energy. That's a really good drive to just do it again. They don't care. Just try it again until it works. So maybe it's that. Maybe if you go up and you see somebody and they're not their best, maybe it's a singer or something like that, and they're just having an off day. They're tired. They had a lot to do the day before, and sometimes it just doesn't come out like it should. Not every day is... I hear a grand ball. So release judgment. And also, if you are the one judging yourself, be gentle. Every day is new. Every experience is different, and you'll learn a little bit every time. But this usually means that something is calling you to make a decision, to actually walk through the door. it is time to decide something, to make a go. I'm just getting that you should try something with this. At the bottom, you have the Magician. So it is manifesting dreams here. Here, the Magician is on the computer. It says live. So maybe they're doing something online. That could be you, like the people who do video games and talk at the same time, or maybe watch something and then do commentary. I feel like there's books here, so there's research. There is quiet time that happens, even though there's all these screens. But the Magician, and he also has something here, so it could be a musician too. Some kind of something in the studio, producer. Maybe you want to be a producer. You want to work with music. Maybe you want to get up on stage. Maybe you're afraid of being judged. It's okay. You'll get better. And you'll learn more about yourself, your own flavor. Maybe don't be so harsh on others that are giving it a go, too. But you have this ability to take something in its process from its birthing stage into different stages and have it grow up. And kind of like I see, like, leave the nest. Something will be so good, it'll just kind of be okay on its own. But the Magician is like Gemini Virgo energy. It's a 1. It's making magic. Don't try to fool somebody. This is not the trickster, somebody that would take advantage of a situation or pull the rug out from somebody. Try to be a magician with compassion that lives in high vibration, so that the things that you're manifesting are beneficial to both you, maybe others. But you got all the tools you need. You already got the talents. There's something inside of you that's already there, ready to make that magic. Let's go to the Thoth. I had the Thoth Tarot in my mind in one reading when I was thinking about, I think, justice. So let's pull one overall energetic card, clarity on manifesting this dream, seeing something through every stage it has to grow, perhaps mothering something. Maybe you're going to get good advice from a mother, or, maybe an elegant woman. Somebody who figured it out, maybe on their own. They don't have to be married. They could have just really figured out how to beautify their surroundings and their life in many different facets in all ways. Maybe she has really, really good advice, or she's an inspiration to you. Clarity for the collective. Dreaming a beautiful dream. The Magician. Gifts. Charity. Giving and receiving, equal energy. Waiting till the right gate is open. Waiting till the light comes out. And in the meantime, using the tools you need to see what's in front of you. That could have been dark before. But releasing fears too. Sometimes the moon feels scary because you can't see everything. I really get comedian with this. Maybe understanding that frustration comes sometimes when doors are closed, or you're not always in the winning, the winning season. Maybe get comfortable. He did take his pants off. Get comfortable. Give yourself some time to chillax, recharge your batteries. Now I just see them playing the video game, maybe on a device or something. The battery just went dead. So maybe you just have to take a break, recharge. Clarity for the collective. Thank you. And you have the 7. All right, so you have the 7 of Pentacles. So you are waiting for something. This is a darker 7 of Pentacles. It actually says failure. So maybe something doesn't feel like you're afraid. I'm just getting that you're afraid to fail. Mostly. But the 7 of Pentacles is usually the guy that's out by the tree and the pentacles are on the tree and he's working really hard. He's sitting on that rake. It's just waiting for something to grow. You're giving something so much attention and time, and it's just not quite as big and juicy as you want it to be yet. It doesn't mean it's not happening. It's planting the appropriate seeds and allowing something the proper time to grow. It's not forcing your hand underneath the earth to pull that plant up before it's ready. And it doesn't mean it doesn't have really deep roots already. So clarity on the 7 of discs or the 7 of pentacles. I see a lot of, it looks like a willow, but it also looks like a lot of feathers. It's like Saturn energy, Saturn and Taurus. So it's really paying attention to your actual surroundings and the actual attention and time and energy you put into something. But look at the day and the night and the seasons and the rain and the sunshine. It's moving with all those elements, not overwatering something and not underwatering it. And Saturn is like, they're like the tough lessons. They take a long time when Saturn's there. But these lessons that you learn are the things that bring you the big wings, the big lessons. They feel like I hear big improvements. It sometimes takes a while, but they're totally worth it. They're like the big lessons that are worth, you really have some growth from this. Clarity on the 7 of discs for the collective. Wow, you have the Knight of Swords. Wow. Not only the Knight of Swords, you got the 8 of rods here. So, all right, it's okay. Maybe there was failure in the beginning. Something wasn't working. You were really trying. You thought you had all the tools, the right contacts. You maybe were overgiving and you're waiting for something to come back, something to happen, something to grow already. You have this idea, why isn't it moving, or why aren't the ideas coming anymore? Even if you had that one initial idea, it's going to come very, very, very fast. It's going to happen and take off like lightning. I hear like a bullet, take off like a bullet. All of a sudden, this knight is very, very fast. He's very focused. He almost has like propellers. He looks like he's on a racehorse. He's ready to get that target. He's ready to go. You can actually see how fast it's moving because of the clouds. It almost looks like an airplane. Like this horse is flying now. But the Knight of Swords is an air sign, so it could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Sometimes the Knight of Swords has tunnel vision, only looks at that goal. So sometimes you have to take off those blinders on the horse and do take a look-see. Take a look-see around, make sure you got all your ducks in a row as you're moving really fast, because something has to be, like, I hear you have to, like, turn on a dime. So maybe maybe that's why you need your energy. Give yourself a little you time, because maybe this fast energy is going to start happening. Unless I'm bass backwards and you're really, 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 really going fast, then it's the reverse for you. It's allowing yourself a little time off to adjust. But this is a quick card. Look at this idea or this situation or this pinpoint. There's something that happens. It's like that door opened, it happens, and all of a sudden, this energy goes out to everywhere at once. The rainbow here makes me think of after a storm. I also see like sacred geometry in these shapes. Swiftness. Sometimes this is like the Cupid's arrow. It's something like coming in all at once. Maybe a lot of love coming all at once, a lot of passion coming all at once. It's also like feeling that passion inside of you, and it's like when somebody's in love or they got that thing that they feel and the smile on their face, and then they kind of just walk in a room. They can tell nobody about their situation, but that energy is just felt, and it's like people can just are attracted to it. They don't know why. You have that, like it's like inside you're like dancing and skipping and butterflies and rainbows. So it could be that too. That comes all of a sudden. 8 is also a manifestation number. So it does manifest energy. And it's Mercury in Sagittarius, which makes me think of adventure and discovery and getting out there and communication. And, all right, let's get one bluebird. Since I saw the blue, there was all the blue before. So let's get one bluebird card to sum up this beautiful reading. Hall and Oats came into my head again. You make my dreams come true. Great song. Clarity for the collective on swiftness. I feel like you're going to have to act fast on something, or you're not going to expect how fast something can unfold. I hear practice. It starts with practice, whatever this is. Even if it's like a new relationship, still need to, like, you know, get to know somebody, start to manifest the relationship. Maybe it's not moving the same place for both of you. If one is in this relaxing energy and one wants to move really fast, so there's like a, you know, an off energy. So that was weird to come through with that. I would feel like a good old conversation, an honest conversation, could maybe get you on the same level at least, or not. Maybe it's a disconnect, or a, you know, a non could even be non-compatible. That does sometimes happen. Just not in the same place at the same time. Clarity for the collective. Woo! Woo, you have the birch. You have the birch. So something... That's what I think of. I think of my fiber optic whip. I think of like the birch, like, I mean, this could go many ways, guys, if you want to take it there. But it is something that like comes fast. It can feel like a little bit of a spanking energy. It brings strife to whatever is bliss. To husband and wife, all gonna miss. Prepare for sorrows that dampen the sky. Begotten of quarrels that bring much dismay. Oh, sharpen the day. Dampen the day. All right, so maybe there are arguments. That could be that Five of Swords. Maybe it's you and others. Maybe you have different ideas of what you want to manifest in your life, or different dreams on what you want to unfold. But the message here goes back to believing in your own dreams. If somebody else doesn't believe in your dreams, maybe that's the disconnect. You want somebody to believe in you. You do have people who believe in you. So, I don't know, this could have been a little argument about a silly situation out of nowhere, too. It could just be a bad day. We all have them. It's an 11. No. It's at the bottom, the clover. All right, so whatever it is, sometimes arguments come through so you can clear the air, too. Clear the air, get it out in the open. Now you know how to move along, or change, or adjust, or come back together. Here you have the clover, which is beautiful. That's a little bit of luck. It's a little lucky energy, and it's something that brings happiness no matter what else is going on. Flowers surround a clover leaf means happiness surmounted over grief. Bits of luck, fortune await. You have the potential to make life great. So there's bright potential here somewhere. Be around the energies and the people that believe in you. And it starts with you just believing in yourself. Giving yourself a little grace and space and rest. Your dreams are important. What you want to manifest is important. It's not always about winning. You know, sometimes winning and losing gets you somewhere. But it's okay to lose too. But maybe if somebody else always feels like they're losing, it's offering a little support. you know, some nurturing energy to be there as the progression and the seasons and the development goes through. Shining a little light in the dark, maybe a little gift of appreciation, getting back on track with a project, you or someone else, not fizzling away just because something's not working out exactly right or as fast as you want. And let's end with that. I hope there was something helpful for you guys. I feel like we should just circle back around to the beginning, expressing yourself through gifts of love and giving yourself some rest and relaxation so you can recharge your battery. And hopefully you have maybe a different understanding or a different perspective of everything going on here. I hope that was helpful. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.